What up? What up? What up?
And we're
All right,
live.
we are
We're
live.
live.
Cool.
I don't see us on the screen yet. There we are.
I'm trying to log on the computer so I can see the comments.
Yeah.
I don't see us on. Yeah, I don't see us on the screen
I
yet.
got it. We're good.
It's saying live on my screen for some
It
reason.
says live on the screen, but on my phone, it's not showing up.
Maybe you have to crash and hit the play.
Yeah, let me refresh it.
Hey guys.
Yeah, there we are.
Live on my screen. For some reason.
There we go. Okay. Sorry.
Annie and Sergio are in the house right now. Oh, and Boston Mike just popped
Boston Mike, what's in here?
Mike.
Tyson's in here. What's going on? Johnny
in.
Grooms.
Grooms.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, guys?
How we all doing tonight?
Howdy, rowdies. Yeah, that's us.
I don't know what you're talking about. So before we get started, what's everybody drinking tonight? I had a little something in the fridge
see it.
left
You
over
got
from
Stella?
Father's Day. Stella Artois. Being fancy tonight.
Oh,
I see
God.
that.
Must have shamed what I'm drinking right now. I'm drinking, I was desperate. This is the last thing I had in my refrigerator, all the way in the back next to the cabbages. Coors Light.
That's
Colorado
good stuff, man.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I got water. That's it.
I got some water here too.
H2O.
H2O, man.
I got some coffee here. I got a shot top on standby. I'm good to go.
Oh, man, you're ready to
We're
go.
ready.
Jesus Christ, man. You ready to party?
Oh yeah.
All right, so this is I guess we're going to officially kick off the round table summer with our special guests, the guys that we're going to hopefully bring to you with one of the what I call the top four reviewers, the big four, I should say, with Matt from No BS Beards. Thanks for coming on, Matt.
Wow, man, you make me blush. I appreciate it. Quite the honor.
No way, man. Great to see you. Starting off, the other guys can tell their stories. Starting off, long before I ever wanted to do this, when I found out that product existed last summer and in the fall when I started watching reviewers, you, Scuba, Dan, Scott, of course, I settled into a lot of your stuff because I just liked your name, man. No BS.
Yeah.
All, straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
You had the same setup for your filming all the time, and
Yep.
It was just a nice, easy, relaxing kind of thing, and I dug it.
Yeah, definitely. That's part of my whole thing for No BS is, for one, I wanted to shoot straight, not dance around and hype something up that sucks. But at the same time, I don't want, and I'm probably going to offend a lot of people watching this, but you'll never see me do an intro because I hate intros. I try to fast forward through them all the time.
Okay, I'm done talking to you. See you later.
I'm out of here.
Like half the time, no, y'all's intros are good, but a lot of times the intro, the volume will jump a mile.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm trying to turn
Yeah.
my TV down real quick, and then all of a sudden, I got to turn it back up to hear the person, the reviewer. So that was one aspect. The other thing was, I'm just a normal dude. I'm not going to invest in a ton of money and equipment and all that. I shoot on my iPhone 8 in my bathroom with what I call my redneck lighting, which is just your normal lights.
Redneck
That's all I
lighting.
use. This right
Yeah.
here. This is
That's
it.
all I still use. So it was all no BS, and just wanted to get to the point on the reviews. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my, like Joe said, I first started growing my beard around 2 years ago now, like growing out full. Like I always had like a goatee or whatever, but
Yeah.
I never used beard oil like that. I was like, well, I just have a goatee. I don't need it. And I decided to grow out my beard, and I found Scuba first, and then I found you, then I found Scott, and then Dan after that. And you guys are like my Mount Rushmore of beard reviewers.
Yeah. Good one. Yeah.
It's funny. I've had a beard since 2011. Always had like 5 o'clock, not like a centimeter, half-inch beard. And I noticed one day I was at work and I looked down at my chest. I was wearing a blue shirt, and I was like, "What the hell is all this white stuff?"
Mm-hmm.
And it went on for like a week. I had no idea what it was because I have a shaved head. It wasn't my head. And so I finally figured out, did some research, and it was like beard drift. And so I had no idea what that was, what beard products, beard oil was. The first thing I ordered was a 2-ounce tin of Honest Amish beard
I think
balm.
that's like everybody's go-to. Like
Yeah, it had
everybody's.
like 4,000 or 5,000 reviews on Amazon. I was like, this has got to be good. I totally should have been using beard oil. I had no idea. So I'm putting, like a quarter-sized dollop of this stuff in a short beard. I mean, I'm like a grease ball. And went from that. I used that for a little while and went to some other products. And I'm very frugal, and so I got tired of buying stuff on Amazon and it's sucking. Like, it smell, or you can only smell it for an hour. And I was out $15, and at the thought of wasting something, I would use it until it was gone. And that's really why I started the channel. I was tired of wasting my money. I figured I could maybe help other people out, and in the meantime, try products as well. That's kind of where I got my start.
Now, Matt, did you know of any other reviewers when you decided to start your channel?
I'd watched Scuba, like probably all of us. I started watching Scuba and Beard Brand. I watched a ton of their videos, and it was really weird. I got kind of like just hooked. I got up every morning. I'd get up like a half hour early and just watch YouTube videos on beards. It was like the weirdest thing. My wife thought I was crazy or something. But I'd watch, just whatever videos on different products. There was like one review on Beard Brand's utility balm at that time, and I was like, I wanted to see more stuff. But yeah, I started off with Scuba, and interesting fact, I actually renamed Scuba's channel. It used to be called Scuba Tube, and he had a big contest to rename it. So I was actually the winner, naming it Beard Tube. Now, if I wish I had known I was going to start a channel, I probably would have held on to that name.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you gotta get some kickback, some royalties off of them.
Right.
What's funny, I use the same Kent comb every day he sent me. He sent me a Kent comb and a few different oils and balms.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow.
What are you wearing in the beard right now? Live bearded? Let me guess.
Luxurious Bastard Bilberry.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
I've heard that one's pretty damn good. I haven't tried that one yet.
Yeah, I haven't tried that one either.
that's great.
Now, you have I'm going to be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't bought all of them. In fact, I've only probably bought one of them. But Lux's offerings this calendar year, I haven't been too wowed by, and maybe that started off with vintage. Vintage reminds me very much of another scent that's out there. How have you? Because I know you probably have most, if not all, of Lux's stuff. Is he still hitting home runs in your eyes?
It's funny. I actually don't have a ton of his stuff. I have the 1912 he sent me, and then he sent me a bunch of his samples a long time ago, like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. And then he sent me a few full-size bottles throughout the last few months, and I like them. The Bilberry's a hit. That's probably one of my favorite scents right now. Vintage, I wear every once in a while. But Bilberry and 1912 are my favorite too.
Yeah.
I don't really wear any of the other ones outside of that.
Okay. Wait. You don't wear the No BS?
It's funny. I forgot about that one. Once or
Because
twice.
I remember someone almost thumbs downing me after No BS lost in Battle of the Bastards.
Oh.
Yeah. It's such a strong scent. I love it, but it's a strong, like,
It is.
It's a good warm weather scent.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does it consist of? What kind of scent does it have?
It smells like a mint julep. It's like bourbon mint with a little smoke and sweetness.
Yeah.
Really? Interesting.
But the mint, for being part of the title, and Lux has all those strong smells, that's probably, when we talk about mint julep, you figure you're going to have mint and alcohol. That mint, to me, is really much more sedate than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Yeah, you should have seen me. He had me film the original tester bottle he sent me. It smelled like straight, like 180 proof alcohol. I mean, it smelled like,
Oh, wow.
Ooh, I still got that. It's, yeah. Collector's item by now, I guess.
Now, when you first started off thinking about, I'm going to make a YouTube channel, what names did you come up with first before you came up with the great name No BS Beard Reviews?
I struggled for a while. I'm trying to think of, I don't even remember. I'm trying to think. I had another one, but I couldn't remember. What is it? No, I don't know. I was always, No BS was like one of the first names.
Yeah. How long have you been YouTubing now?
I started in January of 2018.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And And I've been doing at least 1 or 2 videos every week since then.
Nice.
Yeah.
I noticed last year at some point you kind of branched off into more like men's style. You did a wallet and a belt.
I did, yeah. So I've always been into like clothes and fashion and men's accessories and all that. And to be quite frank and honest, I'm a very frugal person. I didn't want to have to go buy the stuff. So I reached out to a bunch of companies and said, hey, I'd love to test your stuff. If I like it, I'll shoot a review for you. And then I had a few companies respond back, and, you know, we built some partnerships, and, you know, it's been good. It's been fun.
Did you do a watch too?
I did, yeah. So I reached out to probably like 10 or 12 watch companies, and one of them responded to me. He was like, that would be awesome. And he actually recently had told me my review was his favorite review of anybody that's done a review of his watches, even though we're like the top watch reviewers and stuff. So that was kind of cool.
That is cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So I did notice that your beard's actually a lot longer than it used to be.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that? You decided to just grow it out more?
So one, I changed jobs. I worked the same company. I was in outside sales, like face to face. So I trimmed it a lot shorter when I got that job last year. And then I actually moved back into my old role. And so I'm not in front of clients as much. So I have the ability to grow it out. And I was just kind of, it's funny, I go through phases. Like in the winter, I cut it shorter for some reason. And the summer, when you think I'd keep it shorter, I actually grow it out. And so, yeah.
How long
That's
are you
one way
planning to
to
grow
do
it?
it.
Are you planning to just do it like, just grow it? How long are you trying to,
I committed.
No.
So I've been talking to Live Bearded, and I said I wanted to try their beard boost. And I was like, send me some beard boost. I'll do I'll document my growth on it, see if it actually works or not. So I'm going to commit to the 3 months. They sent me a 3-month supply of it, which I'm almost done with month 1. So I won't I won't trim the bottom here until end of September.
Oh, cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. I like it though. It's actually, the longer it gets, and Dan can probably attest to this, the easier it is to style.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like all I have right now is just I'm wearing some Fable the Scribe. That's all. I just got oil in right now. I don't have any balm or anything. It's
Yeah.
staying in place pretty good.
Yeah. It's like when it's shorter, I get so many, like I get a curl on this side and I get curls weird on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And I found the longer, it's so much easier to style.
Yeah, you get all that weight on it.
Yeah.
But I have to blow dry mine out first, like right out of the shower. Otherwise, if I just let it dry natural, there's no, it's a big puffy mess like the rest of the day. Or if I go to work like that, I wake up the next day and I just got a weird, messy mess on my hands.
Mine seriously looks like somebody hit me with a golf ball, like right here. Cause I get like this divot right in here. It just looks, I didn't understand it for like the first 7 or 8 months. I was like, man, I thought I like took a chunk out shaving or cutting it or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then realized, it's just the way my beard grows, and I have to use that round brush to, kind of get the hair going the opposite way.
Now, do you shape up your own beard or trim your own beard, or you just go to get professionally done?
I do. I used to cut it by myself a lot more, and then I jacked it up a few times and was like, it's not worth it. So I used to go to the barber about once every 30, 40 days or so. I'm very lucky and I have a barber I trust. He's awesome. He has a beard. I mean, he does beards all over the Charleston area. So I go about every 30 to 40 days. With that said, I haven't been in about 45 days now. I'm going to go next week because I got to go visit a client. So I'm just going to get cleaned up on the sides just a little bit.
You have like a Easy Pass ticket like you get for going on a toll booth when you go that often?
I know.
Pay like yearly charge.
I should. He charges me like $25 every time. I should.
Yeah.
But like I'll do my
it's hard to find a barber that could actually cut a beard, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Did you know they don't even train for beards, actually, barbers? It's all hair.
Yeah.
Scary.
I'll go to him for like major work. If I'm going to go, get like an inch or two cut off, I'll have him do that versus me trying to do it. Like I'll take care of the flyaways on the sides myself, but.
So Matt, are you a big scent guy or a more mellow scent guy?
What do you mean?
Well, both are strength. You like something that's going to stick in your beard 8, 10, 12 hours, or you guy that prefers like the 3 to 6 hour oil?
No, I like all day. as long as possible. I like strong scents that are going to last all day. I get annoyed with beard oils and stuff that last an hour or so.
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm right there with you. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a truck driver, and I like to have just, you know, I just like to have a nice, strong smelling scent, because sometimes the truck gets a little funky inside, or going into a rest area, and I like to have a good, strong smelling, good beard oil in my beard.
A lot of the Live Bearded products last a long time in the beard, I noticed. Like right now, I have the Wingman from Live Bearded. It lasts all day. I really love Live Bearded. Really love it.
So I actually, Live Bearded was one of the first companies I started with. They were probably, I remember watching YouTube one day and seeing Spencer like do his style on his beard. And then I remember like the Friday night after that, I was hanging out with my wife. We were having a few drinks. And I was like, you know, feeling good. I was like, I'm going to order some of this stuff. And started to order some. Then I made another order. And they're good.
What was your first order from them? What was your first scent?
The Wingman.
A Wingman. Oh, wow. Nice.
No, I take that back. It was, what's the
Legend?
Wilderness.
Oh, well, you like the Wilderness?
No, I returned it.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. Yeah, I felt like it smelled like floor cleaner, but all the other scents I liked pretty well.
It smelled like Vicks Vapor Rub to me.
Yeah, it was rough, man.
Yeah, but that's where I experienced their customer service firsthand, which I thought was pretty cool.
Oh, isn't it the greatest? Isn't it? It's almost too good to be true. I thought it was full of shit when I read 365-day warranty, all this other stuff. So I ordered the first one I ordered was actually Legend. And I didn't really like it too much because it had that sharp shea butter smell. Yeah. And I thought they were gonna give me a hard time. They were like, "No, keep it. Give it to a friend. We'll send you out a new one." I was like, I was like, "No, seriously." It was like, "Yeah, I'm serious." And I'm like, "Holy hell!" They're really, 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 really good with their customer service.
Yeah, I used to be real big into their Facebook community, that Live Bearded Brotherhood. I used to like chat in that like almost daily. If you search my name in there, you'll probably find old posts like No BS days, which is interesting to see my beard back then.
What is your favorite scent from them by order? Like me, I like the American, the Wingman, and the Executive. I love the Executive.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a video on this pretty soon, so I won't give it away. But I will say my top 3 in no particular order are the Executive, the American, and probably the Legend or Wingman. They're all pretty good. Hey,
Jester, that was your first review, wasn't it? The Live Bearded?
It was, yes.
Yeah, it was.
The table I'm at now, that was the first. It's funny. It was after, I think it was the national championship game Alabama was playing 2 years ago. And I just got bored during the halftime of it. I was like, I'm going to go start this beard channel. I'm just going to do it. Yeah.
Nice.
So Matt, what are your top like profiles, and what are profiles you try to avoid?
So I love anything bourbon. I love like a good bourbon, vanilla, anything with bourbon in it. I just like that scent profile. Kind of that caramelish. That's probably one of my favorites. I'm very seasonal the way my scents go. Like I love a tobacco scent in the fall, but right now I'm not. Like I got some Ruddy Man, right?
Ruddy Man.
Yeah, I got his ringside scent. And I'm doing a review on him pretty soon, and it's a good scent, but I just don't like it right now. Like it'd be perfect for the fall because it's like a cigar type scent. So I'm very much into citrus right now. Citrus, spring, sweeter scents.
Mm-hmm.
And then scents I really don't like. I'm not a huge fan of like coffee, chocolate, kind of those type of scents.
Man after my own heart.
Yeah,
man, I love coffee.
I put in a coffee.
Oh, me and you both, man.
Yeah,
I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I love the smell of it. It's weird.
Yeah,
I love a good coffee
I'd rather
scent.
drink it all day.
Yeah.
What about the coffee and the pine, spruce, birch family? Those are like my 2 stay away. How about those kinds of scents with you?
I haven't done a ton of birch. The what was it? Bearded Fox Co. Their was it One-Eyed Woodsman? That was a birch scent I actually really liked. I can do pine and here and there.
Okay.
Yeah, I get overwhelmed with that a little quick. trying to think another scent. I'm not huge into food scents.
Yeah.
Again, I'd rather be eating it than wearing it.
Right.
Yeah.
On most cases.
I like cologne scents. I like your typical. I like to smell fresh. I like to smell good. I don't want to smell like a cherry pie or something. I want to smell like a man kind of.
I think that's why I like the executive so much. It smells really good.
Yeah, it is.
It's that cologne smell, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you said that, I'm not seasonal like you are, that you wouldn't wear tobacco. Now, I was outside with my youngest daughter for a lot today, and it was real breezy, and I had Lux's The Tobacconist in, and damn, I love that scent. Well, it won the Battle of the Bastards, but the first time I'd worn that for a while, and when that breeze just hits, and I get these kind of anise notes to it, like just real mellow, and to me, so it kind of has this sort of licoricey candy vibe as well as the tobacco.
Yeah.
And when that was kicking, I was like I was smelling it nonstop all day long because of that. And I dug it. I just was absolutely, it was a warm one here today. I can see why people wouldn't maybe wear the heavier, kind of deeper scents in the heat. I get that.
Yeah.
But man, I'm loving the heck out of that tobacconist. And then tonight I went with something lighter, Charlotte Musk. It's kind of a bright, fresh kind of thing. So I'm with you there.
Yeah. I need to try the tobacconist. Like I said, I got little ones a long time ago and, blew through those pretty quick. So I haven't smelled a lot of his stuff in a while.
My favorite tobacco scent.
Yeah. There's so many good tobacco scents. Everyone's tobacco scent's very different.
Yeah.
I mean, I've smelled tobacco scents that smell like literally a cigarette in an ashtray, all the way up to like a fine cigar.
Yeah, those ones that smell like a fine cigar, very nice. The ones that smell like a cigarette tobacco, like a dried out cigarette tobacco, not so much.
No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But like a nice, smooth, deep tobacco. Yeah, that's good. That's good shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to hog all the questions. Anyone else have some stuff for me?
Yeah, ask away.
Go for it, Joe. I'm reading through the comments here.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments. I'm laughing at Andy.
What do you use to trim your beard? Like I use the I think it's called the Manscaped. What do you use?
I'll use scissors.
Oh, really?
More control, or the Brio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And really
usually,
when I'm trimming my beard, any old trimmer will do. I mean, as long as the thing's not rusty, because I'm just getting the ends of it. I'm not going deep in there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I have old. I mean, it's not old, but it was before my full beard growing days. It was like a Remington or something like that I've had it's a beard trim I've had for forever. It works just fine for what I do.
Yeah.
Once it finally gives up the ghost, then I'll probably I'll look into getting a Brio, but
the Brios are good. It's a good trimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just use.
Go ahead. What co-washes do you use on the beard?
Oh, funny you ask. I'm gonna have a top 5 co-wash video here coming up soon.
Oh, snap!
Did someone pay you to? Did I pay you to? No.
I know it all.
Yeah, I'm a huge Scotch Porter fan. I love their stuff.
Yeah, that's my top favorite. Top favorite.
Good. I love Bad Dog Beards. His Amber Oak is amazing.
I need to try that.
Yeah, no, he's in the chat here.
Jeff just happens to be in the chat.
Yeah. I ran through. He sent me his peppermint. I forget the name of the
peppermint rosemary.
Rosemary.
I ran through that stuff so quick. I literally cut the bottle in half with an X-Acto knife to get the last bit out.
Wow. That's love. Damn, I gotta get that. I'm ordering that today.
What's the other one? Honest Ape. They make a really good co-wash too. I think it's really underrated.
Yeah, I have their Dutch because I don't.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Bad Dog and Dutch are my favorite. I like Scotch Porter, but or I should say Ape and Bad Dog are my favorite. Scotch Porter is just a hair right under them.
Yeah, Luxurious has a good one too. It's a little bit thinner. It's got a great scent on it. It's like coconut scented, which I like in summer, but it's a little thinner. It's more like a wash / co-wash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still good though.
I love stuff with that.
Yeah.
Now, what is your opinion about butters? I've been using a lot more butters than balms, and I'm in love with butter. I'm on this butter fix, man. I just ordered a couple of butters for my beard, my little beard. But
I think
how do you feel about
the whole bearded community is in the butters right now. I've been
big.
using. So I saw Dan's recent video and how about he's been using butters forever, and I was like, man, I've been using butter since before you were reviewing stuff. So, I tell you that I'm not throwing shots. Let me just make that clear. I text Dan daily. But yeah, I use butter. So to me, there's two types of butter. There's a daytime butter, which like a live bearded, a fresh beards, something with a little bit of hold in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a nighttime butter, kind of like a beard octane or beard justice, something that has no hold whatsoever. It's purely conditioning.
Yeah.
So I use those at night, almost every night. That and the Scotch Porter leave-in conditioner I'll use at night, which to me, the Scotch Porter leave-in conditioner is a beard butter. But yeah, during the day, I'll wear either fresh beards or live bearded. But I still use balms a ton too. I mean, I'm always constantly testing stuff. But I need to have a little bit of hold. I can't. My beard, got like white hairs, just goes everywhere.
I feel like fresh beard has the most hold out of those you mentioned. What do you think?
Yeah, that and live beard are pretty similar. But yeah, it's a little bit weightier, heavier feeling.
Yeah, definitely. I was very surprised. I ordered the Freak. I've been using the Freak for a while.
Yeah.
And when I first put it in, I'm like, holy hell, there's control there, and I fell in love. I want to get their black light. I'm very curious about that.
You've got to get that, man. It's so good.
Yeah.
I'll say some things on this. I have black light. It and pitch black are actually very similar in scent.
Ooh. Nice.
So if you like that pitch black scent by Crusher, black light.
I've got that on the way. I'm doing a top butter video, and I felt like I had to include Crusher in it. So I reached out to him the other night. Yeah. And he's going to send me that one.
His company is amazing. His butters are fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And how about this? So I really like Fresh Beard's butter, so I wanted to get their major league. It's Cuban tobacco and clove.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm all dialed in, and I'm looking at the email. It's like it's going to be delivered today. And you guys know Hobo Mike, some of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had sent him something and had forgotten to change the autofill when I was ordering.
Oh,
so
no.
My freaking butter went to Hobo Mike all the way down in Florida. I never got the Major League butter. And I'm just like, screw it, Mike. Keep it. Enjoy the butter on me. Learned a very, very expensive lesson that day.
So real quick here in between, Andy asked for here on the round table. I have a question for you guys. Most of you guys follow me on IG. I just started following him today, so I'm not familiar with this, but he saw his 1 week challenge test challenge. What would be a good small company with a line that I could test?
Okay, and here's what he wants, because he and I have been talking. He wants a co-wash, a butter, and an oil. He's got a long beard, and he's in the deep south, so balms, and he's not too worried about a balm. Andy, correct me if I'm mistaken, but he's really looking at butter, oil, co-wash at least.
I would say if he wants a small company, premium beards. They got a co-wash, a butter, and their oils are good. I just did a review on them. I have their co-wash in my shower. I got their 621 butter. That's fantastic. I'd give them a try. They're a smaller company. They're just starting to he's just starting to get his name out there more and more now. But that, for me, that's a good one to start with if you want to try them.
I would say Mad Dog. They actually just came out with a butter, right?
Yeah.
I say Bad Dog, although they're not a small company.
Yeah, they have a co-wash, which I heard is amazing. They have an oil balm.
Yeah,
because the guy's awesome
too. One of the best scents ever.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit smells amazing. It's just an addicting smell too.
Rob Acker Barbuto does not have a co-wash nor a wash. That's a good butter, Matt. If you want to try an interesting butter, there's this company out in Utah called Barbuto.
I've heard of them. Yeah, I haven't seen any reviews yet. I know I've seen a few of you guys using them.
That dude is amazing. That company is amazing. I
did a review a while ago. Rob Acker just did an unboxing. Jester and I did an IG live review on them. But their butter is very, very unique. It takes him 5 hours to create it. And it's like cotton candy. If you held a tin of balm and a tin of their butter, you would swear the tin of their butter was an empty tin because it's so light and airy. And it really is. It's like, it's like marshmallow consistency, except it's even got less give than more give rather than a marshmallow. It is amazing feel, amazing hydration, good stuff. And
the scents last a long. I'm talking about for hours. The scents.
Are they like
it is very good company.
There's a company my barber gave me. I forget the name of the company, but they're up in North Carolina. But it's a new product altogether. It's called Beard Batter. So, whole new product category.
Oh, you know what? I think I can't remember the name of the company, but it seems like I've seen that on somebody's Instagram or Facebook or something. I've seen Beard Batter. I was like,
it's kind of like Joe just mentioned. It's kind of like a marshmallowy, like the tin feels empty.
That's interesting.
I need to do a review for them and just kind of blow. This company has no idea I have their stuff and just kind of blow them up real quick.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, awesome. Hey, I also wanted to say real quick, since Keith Shelton is in the house, Lone Bear Beards. Keith sent me a long time ago when I ordered some stuff from him. He sent me samples of his other scents and his unscented balm. And I'm a big unscented balm user because of all the oils I would review for my channel.
Yeah.
Wherever Keith gets this local beeswax, his is my favorite unscented balm because when you smell it, it smells like an unscented, but the beeswax imparts a little of that sweetness of the honey to it, and it is amazing. So it has that, and I kind of like unscented, waxy balms like that. I love that natural smell, but that little bit of honey that just kind of comes naturally as a result, I love it, and I love his hold too. I love the hold of Keith's balms. If you want to try an unscented balm, check out Lone Bear Beards.
That's good to know. That's funny you say that. I was actually interested in using like an unscented balm or oil. That's good that you said that. I'm glad you said that one.
Yeah,
I'm definitely going to check that out.
Just like Joe, like you mentioned, I get a lot of random oils as well. So yeah, having a good unscented balm to pair with them, is helpful.
Yeah, you never can go wrong just having one on your shelf.
I've been asking.
Yeah, I have none. Now that I think about it, I have none.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
What were you saying, Matt?
I said I've been trying to ask Dave for over a year now, a Luxurious Bastard, to make an unscented balm in his hold, and he was supposed to make me one. He sent me the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's you could. I think if you used Dave's balm tin as like a thrown projectile weapon, you might go to jail because that stuff is like a hockey puck.
I love
I'm not
that
complaining.
stuff.
That's an observation. That's not a complaint.
There was somebody's review I was just watching. I can't even think of who it was, but they had a balm that was so hard. They were talking about they needed a quarter to get it out.
Scott with Beard Baron.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, I can't remember.
Multiple guitar picks. That was in Hobby.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked out Hobby's video, but I would just go straight for the podcast. Hobby does great.
Come on, Dan. Come on, Dan. I mean,
it was an hour and a half, and it never felt like you were dragging. It was such a great interview.
Thanks, man.
Awesome.
I listened to that on the way back from Vegas the other day. Popped that on and drove back, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's already over with."
Nice.
I was hoping for like a.
Scott, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was hoping for like a Joe Rogan kind of 3-hour long podcast there,
Not there yet, bro.
Camo Cam, I agree with you, man. I think Sed's butter is one of the most underrated butters out there.
Yeah.
You always hear about his cologne scents, but that man makes an amazing butter.
Yeah, it is very good.
Now, Scott, did you ever think about making your own line of beard butter, beard balm, or anything like that? Like your own,
You talking to me?
Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
Just
Yeah.
kidding. You called me Scott.
Oh, sorry, Jesus Christ.
Jester,
You got
to keep the name straight, brother. Okay?
It's so funny.
No more beer for you.
Hey, forget about it.
Yeah, I get comments on my YouTube videos all the time. It's either Dan or Scott, and I'm like, seriously?
Sorry about that, man.
Have I ever thought about it? Yes. Will I probably? No. It's just too much time to. I like to try lots of different things, and the thought of having like all the ingredients and making like a year's worth of balm in one batch, smelling the same, just doesn't appeal to me.
I understand.
But someday maybe I would like to make an unscented, really, really strong balm.
What about you, Jester? Is there going to be a Jester's choice or Jester's court?
It's funny you say that. It's something is in the works. It's G14. It's G14 classified.
Oh,
G14 classified.
You guys will see what I'm talking about.
Nice.
I like doing collabs. Those are always fun with companies. So
you're gonna collab to share? Sorry.
I think other than Matt, I think Angel's the only one on the panel here that's collabed with anybody.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I had a good time.
Yeah, I did.
Now, did the company say, what scents do you like and this, that, and the third?
Yeah, basically like kind of like a profile of what how strong you want it, what do you really like, and then he's kind of went back and forth, and he sent me a few little samples and kind of a little bit more of this, less this, and it was cool.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
I have one in the works.
Yeah, I've got two in the works right now. One's getting ready to come out here pretty soon. That's going to change the beard industry as a whole, I think.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Really?
Big word,
Powerful statement.
Whole new concept.
That's it. That's a hot take right there.
Yeah.
I mean, we hear game changer a lot for a lot of stuff. So,
yeah, I've been working with Gary over at Chesapeake, and we've come up with an idea. I say he mainly came up with it, but I think it's going to really could potentially change the beard industry.
Okay. That's going to be something to look out for then. That's cool.
That's it. Yeah.
Now, have you used beard jelly at all?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I got that. It's been a long time ago. I bought that off Amazon for like $22 I was so proud of myself because I got like the beard jelly, the wash, the conditioner, the balm. I was so proud of myself for getting all that for like $22. Yeah, I actually just threw it away recently because it didn't smell right anymore.
Oh, really?
Hey,
yeah.
Scott's up in the house. What's going on, Scott?
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Scotty, what's going on, brother?
Scott with his weak fingers.
Warm up out here. I had some with me, and I forgot to take it into my school. And when I came out to the car, it had completely liquefied.
Yeah.
And so I stuck it on my air conditioning vent just to see, and drove for about half an hour, and it had solidified back up into its jelly state, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, that is. I don't know how natural it is. I forget the ingredients, but
yeah, beard jelly was one of the first products that I bought because again, Scuba, he was talking about this beard jelly stuff. I'm like, well, that's kind of all in one. Yeah. I bought the 4-pack, all this scent for whatever it was. I think it was like $40. I convinced the wife, look, I get 16 ounces of this stuff for like $40 when, $15 for 1 ounce of oil. So I sold her on that. Fast forward a year later and I have a fucking whole closet full of shit. But anyways,
right.
So I remember first getting it. I
liked it.
I just squirted so much. I had a way shorter beard, like maybe a little bit longer than Drew's, and I just squirted so much of that shit in there. That shit just glue, like it was just shine. I remember I got to a customer because I delivered to fast food restaurants, and I got out, and the customer's like, it was middle of the afternoon or whatever, and they looked, they go, "Holy shit, your beard is just like glistening in the sun." I was like, really? And I kind of look, and I was like, oh, I don't really like it being that shiny.
Yeah, that stuff.
Had the big old grease ring on my shirt.
Yeah, you need like not even a dime size amount, like half a dime size.
Yeah, I definitely learned over time that I didn't need that much because I was just,
Yeah.
Now, what is the hardest thing that you go through having a long beard like that?
Collars, because I wear a collared shirt every day, so
Does it get
I either have to have it way open, and so I'm showing some chest, or like buttoned almost all the way up, so everything kind of comes up neatly under the beard.
Yeah,
that's
mine are
the hardest thing.
Yeah, mine are like a Dickies kind of shirt because it's like a work shirt and it's pretty stiff around here, and so it pushes my beard out like this half the time. So I'm like, get out of the truck. I'm like, shit, come on, gotta make it look halfway decent to presentable.
I've completely reinvested in my wardrobe. I used to have all button-down collars. So if you're familiar with those, they stand straight up.
Yep.
And so they get right up into my beard. And like by the end of the day, it itches and it puffs out. And I've gone and I've given most of those away. And I don't know if you guys have seen me talk about those cricket shirts. They're like polo shirts, but they have like this deep like button. And I can actually open those like wide up and I'm good. And my wife keeps getting mad at me. She's like, you need to stop buying one style of shirt and like branch out. But I'm like, no, I have like 6 of them in every color now.
I remember watching your video on collared shirts because the only time I wear a collared shirt is for work. It's my work shirt or whatever. But so I don't have an option of buying something different or and I don't want to have my shirt open all the way down here. Just kind of have Jester could pull that off. I can't pull that off. Got the taco meat hanging out and.
So Matt, out of all the reviews, who's a company that you thought would break out or would do better that hasn't? And who's a company that maybe surprised you that broke out better than you thought they would have?
Oh, wow. That's a good. So a company that didn't break out?
That you got their product, you're like, man, these guys are great. And they didn't perhaps reach the level that you thought they might.
I have to like go back and look at all the reviews I've done.
That's fine, but a company also that perhaps exceeded your expectations based on your review of them.
It got me thinking about companies that there was a company up in New York. And their products were decent, but I've not like they have fallen off the face of the earth. There was another guy, I forget his name, out of Houston. I reviewed his products, Be Smooth Oil, which he had really good stuff, but I just haven't heard a ton from him or his products.
Okay.
That was like, for me, Veteran Beard Co. They came out swinging. They had some really good stuff, and they just fell off the planet. I don't know what happened to them.
Those just fall off and don't ever hear from them.
And he had good stuff. There was one of his scents that I really, really enjoyed, and I don't know what happened to him. He just disappeared.
Matt, you're not flying tomorrow, are you?
I'm not what?
Flying. You're not flying anywhere?
No.
Because Veteran Beard Co. was going to be our first ever owner co-host, and he had to run late at his job, and we haven't seen him since, and that's no lie. He hasn't posted on Instagram.
That's scary.
I wasn't going to bring that up, Joe. I didn't want to jinx it for nobody's going to want to be a guest on here anymore. We've had plenty of other guests on here. Jeff was on here. Rogue Patriot was on here. So we're good. They're still going strong.
We're good.
A company I think legitimately should blow up is that last review I did, Main Man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Their products are a little pricey, but the quality they're putting in there and like it's the overall experience. It's like the box you get it in and the label. It's just nicer than everything I've seen.
Really?
And the scents are really good too. All 4 of them were really good. The only downside, they don't have like matching balms yet or anything. I mean, it's a small husband and wife run company. And to be successful, they got to have, you guys know, we all buy an oil and a balm typically together.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not just going out and buying an oil. So
you don't think that price point's going to make it a little harder for them?
I don't know. They might be going after a different market or.
Yeah.
They're in LA in the South.
Okay.
So, there's money out there.
Right.
Where?
Hey, I've been out there, man. I've seen those $15 hamburgers.
I live out there. Yeah, we can't afford expensive beer products because we're paying $15 for hamburgers.
Yeah, for the gas. Goodness.
Yeah, that too.
$15 for a hamburger?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What the hell? How much is gas out there now?
Well, right now it's come down. It's $3.45 a gallon where I'm at.
Jesus.
On regular?
Yeah.
It's $2.35 here in Charleston.
And that came down because about a month ago it was like $4.35, $4.15, $4.35.
I thought we were high because we have the highest gas taxes in the country, but we're nowhere near that.
Oh, we're about to get bent over again for gas taxes. We're going to get, I think, 75 cents of new gas taxes here in the next month or something like that.
Oh.
It's funny because I drive from between LA and Vegas 3 times a week, and there's a little spot called Baker. And right now, their gas is $4.89 a gallon for regular right now.
$4.89. What
I think
the
it was 4. I think it
hell?
was 4.89 at the where I stopped yesterday for my lunch. Yeah. I think it was
Yeah,
And
New
what
York
happens
is like
when you hop the border to
$2.45.
What's that, Joe?
What happens when you hop the border to Nevada?
What do you mean? Oh, gas
The
prices, they
price
go down
go-
a
Yeah.
little bit, but you got to
Little
go
bit,
farther. If you're right there at state line, yeah,
Yeah.
you're still paying a pretty penny. You got to go inside of Vegas. It's still kind of expensive. If you go kind of Henderson and on the outskirts, it gets a little cheaper.
Okay.
Not much, but
Not much, like 318, 320.
yeah. I was in the hood where I delivered last night, and it was like somewhere around there, 318.
The hood.
Rob,
Honestly,
anything else? And Ryan C says there are way too many good companies at or below the $15 for me to try Main Man, and I get that.
Yeah.
I get that too, but I would say to you right now they're $17.50 for a bottle of oil, and so if you ever wanted to try it, it's like 35% off right now.
Oh, okay.
That's true. Matt did say they run sales a lot of the time. So
Yeah.
Yep.
So right now they're running, I think, 15% off. Then I had a 20% off coupon code, so it brings it to 35% off. So $17.50 for a bottle of oil that's going to last you probably 2 months if you use it only that oil. But if you have other stuff, probably going to last you 6 to 9 months.
Is it a 2-ounce bottle or a 1-ounce bottle?
1 ounce bottle.
1-ounce bottle. Okay. Cool.
yeah, 17 and a half. I mean, still in that 10 to 20 range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like $40 like some of the beard brand stuff. That's
Yeah. You know, I was so happy. And I think a lot of people assume this, but your video, when you did the utility bomb video on Beard Brand and broke down their price per ounce, you made me realize that while their oils are very high, their balms are not that expensive.
Yeah, that's the way to go, especially with that utility balm, because it can be used like an oil. So I forget exactly what they charge. If it's like 38 or 32, I forget what it is for 3.4 ounces, but it's like $10 an ounce or a little bit over that.
Yeah.
And that's the gold line. I mean, if you drop down to some of their silver line and white line, it's even cheaper.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I have their white line, the blank slate. And I think I actually got it at Target for that. I think it was like $14.
Yeah, it's like 14 or 16 for 3.4 ounces.
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty.
not bad.
It's pretty good. It's not that bad. I wouldn't say it's fully unscented. It definitely has a scent.
Yeah,
but it's not too bad. I haven't used it in a while.
Yeah.
That was the one thing that really bugged me when I first started growing my beard and going to Target, Walmart, or something like that, looking, because that's what we all start doing. It was either unscented or you smell like a wood shop. And I didn't care for either. I remember I got I think it was Cremo, and it was like their woods whatever scent. And, oh my God, I hated that scent, but my beard was so damn itchy and I didn't know what to use. I was like,
it's like,
and it just made my beard feel better, even though it's crap, but my beard still felt better when I was first growing it. And then that's when I started looking. I'm like, okay, I got to find something else. That's when I went to YouTube. I found Scuba and all you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it was like when I was first getting stuff, I went to Amazon and Target. I didn't know this was this massive amounts of like different companies with different scents, this whole new world, you know?
Oh, I know.
I'm glad I entered it.
It's like I first went to Amazon looking on there for stuff, and then discovered stuff. Like I think I discovered Live Bearded and the Bearded Bastard, and was like, oh wow, there's stuff outside of Amazon that's really good. And then one thing led to another. I was big. I know other reviewers, like I was big on reaching out to companies. I still do it. If I want to try something, I'm not a bit shy or bashful. I'll reach out and say, hey man, I want to try your stuff. This is what's in it for you.
Yeah.
I remember when I did the Detroit grooming review, I had to like submit like an essay to them or their sales manager on like how I could benefit their company by doing a review.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's like, come on,
Jesus
man.
Christ. That would have been like, nah, I'm good.
Was that for Lou or was that before Lou?
I don't know who it was. It was a sales guy. I forget his name. I don't think he's there anymore.
That's why I'm glad I have Instagram, man. I discover a lot of new companies on Instagram, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah.
I get hit up by at least 4 or 5 companies a week asking me to do reviews.
Wow.
Yeah, you got a decent following now, so yeah.
Oil, any product, Matt?
What's that?
Do you still buy any product? Like, do you have like little pet favorite companies or certain products that you're like, yeah, I'm going to drop the money, even though you've got, companies not breaking down your door stuff?
It's hard. I'm not going to lie. It's hard to justify. I recently bought Live Bearded's Maui package. I used Scott Barnes' code for that. I thought that was fun. I let him know that, I used your code, man. I bought that. I bought all the Beard brand stuff. I've always bought Beard brand. And then I bought a few Luxurious Bastard things here and there. He did a limited Cool Water scent, which I purchased way back.
Okay.
But yeah, for the most part, it's hard to justify when I've got a cat. I've got so much stuff. I'm constantly giving stuff out to people and coworkers and people hit me up on Instagram, and so I'm constantly sending stuff out.
How's the Maui? How'd you like that scent? I know that was their limited scent.
The Maui, I love it. It's so good.
Yeah.
The downside is I've only been able to wear it like twice, just because I've been testing so much other stuff.
Nice. What is the scent profile on that?
It is coconut, mango, and pineapple.
No.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's really, really good. And it's got like a special thing to me. So I won through my company a trip to Hawaii for my wife and I last year. And so we were out in Hawaii for a week, and we hadn't taken a vacation in forever. And so, having that scent kind of reminds me of that trip and all that. So that was why I purchased it. But it's a good one.
Now here's a question. I'm one of the few dads on the crew, just me and Dan. All right. You just had a baby, right? A few months ago?
5-month-old, yeah.
5-month-old. So when you've got to rock that crying baby at night, are you ever worried about getting beard product on the baby? When you've got it up on the shoulder, you smell the side of the head and go, oh, she smells like my butter, or he smells like my butter.
No, so he was born 5 weeks early, and so we had to go to the NICU to visit him for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks straight, I was using unscented oil and unscented balm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it'll be good for his skin if it got on it. But yeah, I had twins, and one of them was in the NICU for 1 week, and one was in for 2. So I know that whole song and dance.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So we were super careful of everything, But now it doesn't even matter. He pulls on my beard. He loves, one of his favorite things to do. He loves to pull on the beard, which I'm like, easy, man. Don't give me that.
I was like, last year, my nephews came out to visit, and my sister's husband's in the Navy, so they don't see beards ever. And nobody else in the family has beards. They came out to visit, and my nephews, they were infatuated with my beard. They were like, what the heck is that? They were on my lap. They were just, pulling at it and trying, like, my one nephew was like petting me like I was a dog. And
it's funny. I'm more sensitive to my wife and what smells she likes and what smells she doesn't like than I am probably the baby.
Yeah. Now, you travel a lot, Matt. From all that traveling experience with all this product, is there one really cool insider tip you can give those of us when we go on vacations? Because I'm getting ready to go on a 2-week vacation in a couple weeks here. What's a good inside traveler tip for beard stuff?
Samples.
Samples
of beard oil. Do not bring a beard oil you would be upset over breaking or losing.
Okay.
That's another one.
Yeah. Get that luggage thrown around and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I always put my beard oil, my little carry-on with my liquids in my laptop bag. So I know that I have my hand on it at all times, because your carry-on, a lot of times they'll store that under the plane the last minute. You'll be walking down right before you get on the plane, you leave your bag right there, and they'll handle it and throw it under the plane real quick. And so I don't know what they're doing. So I always have all my oils on my body.
Good tip.
Yeah.
That's a damn good tip.
I would have never thought of that.
Yeah.
That and it depends on how much you want to pack. But I mean, if I'm gone for a week, I got to take at least 2 scents with me. I've turned into too much of a diva. I can't wear the same scent every day now.
I'm the same way. If I'm testing something and I only have 1 scent from them, it's like, I got to smell it. It might be a great scent, but it's like, man, by day 4, it's like, I really want to smell like something else.
Yeah.
That's funny you guys said it. I'm starting to do that now. Like I'm rocking this wingman, and like usually at first when I start off, I'll wear it for like a week. I was like, oh, that's the rule. And then I was like, damn, I'm sick of it on the third day. I had to switch it up, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel myself slowly switching a scents every day.
Yeah.
It's funny, like another like little known fact, every time I travel, you can be guaranteed I've got Luxurious Bastard with me. Because that's the balm I use before business meetings because I know it's going to keep everything in place.
Right.
So always, for the longest time, it was 1912, and then I switched it up now to Bilberry.
Oh, okay.
And you've never gotten any negative feedback, like being in a conference room or being in a one-to-one meeting with someone about the scent strength?
No.
That's awesome.
That or they're too scared to tell me.
Now, what if they said, listen, we implemented a new rule, Matt, you know, you're a good employee, you're a good guy, you know, but you got to shave the beard, man. Sorry.
You know what? I mean, I love having my beard, but ultimately my family comes first. And so if that's what I had to do to take care of my family, I would do it. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Good answer.
You know, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, I'm not shaving. I'm going to go find another job, blah, blah, blah. I have a good job and I've worked hard for it and I'm good at it. And, you know, I would comply with company rules. I wouldn't like it. But as long as
what would you do with the channel? What would you do with the channel?
I don't know. Turn it into 5 o'clock shadow reviews.
No BS goatee reviews.
With that ancient scruff softener.
You could review what's it called? Blades.
Yeah. So my coworkers actually know. A lot of my coworkers now know about the beard channel. My wife took a picture. It was like last Friday or something, and I had 5 packages that happened to get delivered on the same day of beard products, and she posted it to Facebook. And so all of my friends on Facebook had no idea that I did like the beard reviews and stuff. And then all of a sudden, everyone was like, "So when are you quitting your job, Mr. Influencer Beard Reviewer?" I was like, "Oh, got this little side gig I do. It's fun. You wouldn't understand it." But.
Yeah. And there's a few of my coworkers that know about the channel. And they're just like, "Oh, what do you do?" I just test out beard products. They're like, "Why?" I was like, "Because it's fun. You know, it's fun. It's something. It's fun to do. It's something that I can, you know, I can do a review and help people out. You know, if they're watching, can't decide on what they want to get, they can watch and go, okay, he likes that. He doesn't like it. Whatever, you know."
Yeah, none of my coworkers know. They have no idea.
Yeah,
they would clown on me like it wouldn't. I wouldn't hear the end of it. I hope they don't find it.
My old coworkers, yeah, they would clown. I used to be a Teamster dock worker, and they would clown the shit out of me. Yeah. So none of them know that I do it, but I don't work there anymore. I don't do that kind of stuff. So I don't think most of them don't know that I have this channel. There's a couple of them that do.
A lot of the women find it they're like, "That is so cool. Really? How'd you get started?" Like, are so interested in it. And then I've got a few other coworkers that have beards and they love it because I come and bring them stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So
my youngest daughter is 13 and she's got a couple close friends that follow me on Instagram. And I'm not Mr. Ayers. I'm not Bella's dad. I am Barbuto Joe. Whenever they're having a discussion about me, I am Barbuto Joe. That's just my name. Which is kind of cool, but also kind of weird.
Yeah, it was funny. I have a new co-driver because my other co-driver moved to Texas, and he got in the truck and he just looks at me and he's looking at me. I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "I watch you on YouTube." I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "That's pretty cool. Like, you're the one."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, I've been watching your videos," because he's got a little beard. And he's like, yeah, check it out. And he opens up his phone, shows me a phone. Yeah, it's Scuba, not me. I was like, "All right, get out of my truck. Go, just get out."
That's funny.
I'm like, I don't even think I look like him, but whatever.
I can see the resemblance a little bit, yeah, with the backwards hat.
Oh yeah, maybe.
No, at work though, I actually had one of my coworkers. He found me. I didn't know he found me. So he's sitting across me on the computer, and then he got quiet. He said, "Hey, do you know this person?" And then blast this one of my reviews. I'm like, seriously, what the hell? Like, how'd you find me? Man, it was like one of my first reviews too. So I was like, oh man, you gotta watch that one.
Yeah, when I first started doing them, I kept it like hush hush. Like,
me too.
My wife didn't even know that I was doing them. And then And then I think it was when I did the interview with my brother. That's what, like, my parents didn't know anything. Like, that's when my mom found out. And I didn't want her to find out because, like, you know, she'll comment on my stuff and you'll know it's my mom because,
That's
you know, it's
funny.
obviously my mom.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love this video, honey. Great
exactly.
job.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I love you. I'm like, oh, mom, come on.
My boss actually found me because I did a video for Scotch Porter's YouTube channel. I did a video for Extend Beard's YouTube channel, or not YouTube, Facebook channels, like a Facebook ad. I filmed like a 10 or 15 second commercial, pretty much. And my boss was like, "I was just on Facebook, and your video popped up as a sponsored ad. What are you doing?" Like, yeah, that was awkward.
Remind the room and the panel. What was that story about you in an airport and something of yours popping on the TV?
Yeah, weirdest thing. So I did a Scotch Porter review, or like a Scotch, just an announcement that, hey, they got this 50% off deal going on. And then one of my Instagram followers, I forget his name, but he's like, "Hey, Matt, I'm in the Tampa airport, and they just played your commercial, or your ad commercial, or whatever, your video over the loudspeakers." And I was like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "Yeah, they just played it, like not the video, but the actual, like the sound over the loudspeakers in the Tampa airport." And I was like, "You gotta be kidding me! That's crazy."
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was wild.
That's way cool.
Do you get royalties off of that since it's your video, or?
I know, that's what I was kind of mad though, because I don't think I said the actual code. I was like, just click the link below. That'd have been great.
Aaron Rodgers is up in the house.
What up, Rogers?
Or Rogers Beard and Barbecue, not the quarterback. Don't get excited.
It's the other Green 18. Yeah. So Matt, I want to talk a little bit about fashion.
Sure.
Is that cool with you? All right.
Yeah.
So I seen your videos, and I actually
This is where I'm going to tune out.
Whoa. All right. Thanks, Dan.
I'm just kidding.
Dan. So I sent your Anson belt, and I actually got Anson, and they didn't send me everything like you did. They sent me like one belt, which is cool, but I'll take it. I know they sent Jason something, so I'm waiting on his video. So anything else you're doing? I know you did a watch one. I know you did the Anson belt. What else you got going on?
I've been trying to get out there. I've been trying to get into some boot companies. So there's some boots down in Texas called Tacovas that are really good. I've been trying to get into more sneakers. I'm probably the last person to the sneaker game. I absolutely love sneakers now, kind of like dressy sneakers. So I've reached out to a few companies there to see if they'd be interested in me doing a review, which I've heard nothing so far. But I've got another Anson belt video coming out here pretty soon. But yeah, I love just little companies. I reached out to a few sunglass companies to do reviews of sunglasses, but again,
Nice.
kind of slow on that.
Nice. I gotta have you talk to Carlos. I think you follow him too, Escobar Style. I gotta have you talk to him because he's kind of my guy for fashion.
Oh yeah, definitely do follow him.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know, he might be my next guest if anybody's watching here, because there's a few people watching here. He might be my next guest on Behind. You'll see what it's about, hopefully.
Oh, cool.
So just anybody that's on here, you guys know.
Nice.
Yeah,
But I'm all about. I want to branch the channel out. Like I feel like I've got a lot of knowledge to share outside of the beard world. That I just want to help other guys out and help them look better, feel better.
Yeah.
Get more chicks, whatever.
Yeah.
I actually reached out to you guys. You guys probably know Alpha M.
Yeah.
So he just launched a brand new sunglass line. I reached out to him trying to get, do a review. Got a nice email back. We'll keep your info. Thanks.
So yeah, we'll talk then.
Checks in the mail.
We'll talk offline, Matt.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So psychologically, Matt, what does that do to you when you go from one community who's literally like flooding you with product, and then go into another kind of community, and it's just like you're back to kind of like square one almost?
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm still at square one in the beard world, man. I don't let any of that go to my head whatsoever. I feel like I'm just a normal guy. I'm no better than anybody in this chat. You know, I just happen to maybe started earlier than other people, and that's about it. But no, it's humbling. It's definitely humbling. I don't let any of this beard stuff go to my head and get a big head. At the end of the day, I'm a nobody. And yeah.
I like that mentality, man.
Yeah,
I like that
yeah.
mentality.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's the type of mentality I'm going to keep no matter what. You know, it's very important to remember where you came from. You know.
Yeah. Like I just got 4,000 subs on YouTube. I was super excited about that. I thought that was
Congrats, man.
pretty cool.
Congrats. That is cool.
At the end of the day, I'm just an average dude. I'm no better than any. I put my pants on the exact same way as everyone else, and you know,
I don't wear pants, but
work
okay.
hard.
I know what you're saying.
So when you first started your channel, like how long was it before you saw that you really took off? Like,
I'll never forget. So it was, and if Scott's still in here, he can attest to this. So I probably had, it was a couple of months, maybe 3 months in, I had maybe 200 or 300 subscribers. And then all of a sudden, it was one Sunday, my phone started blowing up with all these subscribers. And I'm like, oh man, I got hacked. Something's going on. Scuba had did a video. I didn't know Scuba had done a video saying, hey, go check out Matt with No BS Beard Reviews and Scott with Beer Times with Scott. He's like, these guys are grinding, putting out good content. And like overnight, I got up to 700, 800, and then I was at 1,000, and it just kept growing. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was
Scott
super cool.
Scott did one of those recently, same kind of videos where he shouted out some newer guys. I was one of them, and I saw, you know, I didn't see, 700 or whatever, but it's very sweet. You know, it's very kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because your guys' words, Matt, what you're talking about, 4,000 subs. That's a lot of people that are relying on you for some kind of advice. And I think that everyman approach, that's also part of your No BS identity to me. I think that just translates really well across your channel, which is why you have, 4,000 subs, and why I think a lot of us still watch you to this day, because of how you go about your business.
Yeah, I mean, I just look at myself. Sorry, I gotta let the dog out real quick.
Good.
Yeah, I'm no better than anybody else. It's just got to keep on working and putting in the time.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. You just got to keep on grinding, and
Yeah, you have to.
I mean, there's been several times I wanted to quit the channel and stop doing it. I was just tired of it. I wasn't seeing like benefits from it. I was taken away from my family, and but I kept going through it and doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's times, especially when sometimes you do a review for a company, you don't hear any feedback from them at all, and they don't promote your video at all, and it's just like, I kind of need your help here too to promote the video to get some views on this, just aside from just me promoting it,
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm just like grinding, making videos, trying to put it out there, trying to put like 1 video a week or 2 videos a week. I'm really trying to get that, that consistency very, very steady right now,
Yeah, that Fable.
I'm relatively new, as you guys know.
Yeah, that Fable review was absolute fire. And anybody that's in here that hasn't seen Jester's Fable review after we're done here, go to his channel, subscribe to it, and then go watch that Fable review. So how did you come about, since we're talking about it, how did you come about to like the idea to do all that with that review?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh. Like I knew like he was big in like the wizardry and like the storylines and all that magic wizard stuff, and I was like, I have to come up with something similar to that, to his theme, and kind of blow it out of the water, but at the same time make it my own, Right. And it took me a long time to actually brainstorm first without even taping anything. Mm-hmm. And then did a couple of takes in the backyard. My neighbors, I'm sure, were looking at me like I'm crazy running around. But I took that was probably the hardest, most difficult, longest review I've ever done. But it was very fun doing it,
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, even I believe it was a Fable review where Matt over here, he wore like some kind of big giant Like,
dude, that was totally last minute. Like I go and I was trying to find a hat to wear because I'll go in my closet and be like, pull a hat out. Like, what hat am I going to wear? And I saw that. I had that from when I was a kid. Still, I don't know why I had it. And I was like, I'm going to throw this thing on. Like, I'm going to have fun with it. Do something crazy.
I remember I watched it. I was like, what? Am I on the right channel? What's going on here?
What the hell is this guy doing?
That company is awesome, though, man. That company is really, I love their theme. Like when I got the letter with the wax seal and the beautiful business card and a handwritten letter. And it was awesome, man. It was fun to really open and look at and see the dedication that man puts in his products and his company and everything.
Yeah, Colin's a great guy, hard worker.
Yeah, and he's good. He's good in front of a camera as far as like talking. I've seen him talking numerous times, and he's good energy about him. Quick guy. Jester, I have one question for you on that. Without you revealing any trade secrets, did you have everything in your technical arsenal to shoot that video, or did you have to go searching for some of those effects?
Yeah, I had an idea on what I wanted to do as far as like scenes and action scenes and everything like that. I kind of had an idea of like a dragon and everything like fighting off certain people when I had powers and all that. So yeah.
Because I remember when you posted to IG that quick little thing of the special effect.
Oh yeah, I was testing it out. Like what should I use? What should I use? Fire, electricity. I love fire and electricity, so I was like, why not just do both? You know.
Yeah.
So I was testing out how to if I move a certain way, what kind of action looks right, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, not too much, not too little, not too corny. Kind of that sweet in between. You know, it was hard.
The skeletons, those were cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Those are awesome.
I remember watching that, going, "Holy shit! This is the most entertaining review I've ever seen in my life."
I quit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, all my subs, just go over there and go check him out. And I'll
Matt, give me some of yours.
Yeah.
You'll get there, man. It's just hard. Keep on grinding.
Yeah, so that slow growth, that grind, it's
man, it's like, all right, so I got 3 kids, full-time job, wife. So I get home, it's like kid time, then putting them to bed, and then my wife, I spend time together, and then it's like, all right, I'm going to do a review.
Yeah.
And I'm doing, a lot of you guys probably notice I load either really late at night or the next morning, because I let them run overnight to load them. But I'm typically shooting at like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Me and you both, man. Me and you both.
Most of mine are actually shot Tuesday mornings, because that's the only real time I have to be able to do it. Wife's gone. I don't have to be at work till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'll try to shoot either Monday evening or afternoon when I get back, or Tuesday morning, and then edit all my stuff together and have it uploaded by that afternoon.
Yeah.
When I do it.
I usually do it before the round table or after. Like now, I was shooting a first take now. Before we actually went to the round table, and after when I'm done here, I'm gonna try to finish it up.
Yeah, I try to shoot mine start to finish in one take without like.
Oh, dude, I wish it was that easy.
Yeah,
I wish it was that easy, man.
Yeah,
there's been a few where I've done like long reviews. I've gotten like 12 minutes in, and like my son has gotten up and walked in the bathroom, and I'm like, But,
yeah, see, I have to, I don't know, I'm self-conscious. Even though I do this, I'm self-conscious about having people watch me or do it. So I got to have an empty house. Like, nobody can be home. So Tuesday morning's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, you guys see me, I'm in our master bathroom, and my wife is literally in the bedroom right there, 10 feet away. And I'll come out, and she'll be like, "Gosh, that was so long," or "That was so wordy." And I'll be like, "I know."
I tried to do that in front of my wife, but all she would do is sneak around the corner of the phone, Snapchat me.
Yeah.
And I'll be doing that weird, talking all hyper, and I look to the side, I'm like, "Come on."
That's why I gotta have an empty house. Doing it at nighttime while she's here is just nope. And then doing this right now, I'm in a spare bedroom with the door closed, and
yeah. She gives me good feedback, though. I mean, if you notice on a lot of my early videos, I'd be like, "Well, thank you, so-and-so, for giving me these products, blah, blah, blah." And she's like, "Your viewers don't want to hear that. They're pissed off you're getting free products, I'll take that advice. I'd write out a script and, some good talking points."
Johnny Groom says his wife sits right next to him most of the time, judging him.
That's tough. I like doing I do about every other review with my youngest daughter.
Yeah.
She's decent on camera as far as like it doesn't scare her, and she's got a quick little wit for her 13 years of age, and we don't plan anything out, so it's always going to be fun because I never know what she's going to say. One of my favorite things is we were doing the Hanyaker review together, and she smelled a very strong whiskey scent and called it bubblegum. And I was like, what the heck are you thinking? But I'm not editing that out because I think that's part of the fun of it is to try and play off of what she does, you know? Just
what kind of gum do you have around your house is what I want to know.
Yeah. No.
and she played with that as well, man. She played with that very idea as well.
I mean, I guess it's a good thing she doesn't know what bourbon smells like.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
What about you, Angel? Is your old lady sitter? Well, you do the vlogs with her or whatever, but
yeah, I had to, man. I had to find a way to, because at first when I was strictly doing reviews, I was doing them on Thursday nights. Yeah, Thursday nights, and I was in here like 9, 10. And it just felt weird just talking to myself. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know. It's cool though. You kind of, I kind of do like what Matt did though. I wanted to do it all in one shot, so just review everything, edit it that same day, and then just like be done with it.
Yeah. And what's funny is I don't go all out like Jester does for his reviews, but I do, goofy little shit here and there. And I played air guitar in a video. I danced around with a lime and a coconut. I did the riding the little bicycle in the garage. But, it comes together and it's like, okay, that's that. But when I'm actually doing it and I'm dancing around or doing it, there's no music or anything going on. And I'm just kind of like in my living room or whatever, just dancing around. It's just like if somebody could see me right now, they'd be like, what is this dumbass doing? All the windows got to be closed and blinds
way
closed.
Too much technology for me. I'm like, nope. Let's keep it simple.
Yeah.
I don't run around the backyard like Jester does and stuff like that. I got a couple. Actually, I got one where I'm gonna be running around the mountains into caves looking for something. But
sometimes, man, I'm gonna be honest. Like sometimes I wish I did. Well, sometimes I wish I do like more like a like match reviews, like simple, straight to the point, easy editing.
Yeah.
Some days I feel like, oh yeah, I could do like all this type of adventure stuff, But I set that bar already. I can't go back.
You can't go back.
So I'm like, I can't go back.
And that's like some of them I'll do goofy shit, and other ones it's just a little more straightforward. And I'm like, I wonder if the company goes, well, how come he didn't act like an ass for this video and that one he did, But
it's funny.
I actually got that with Sean when I did W&B. I shot 2 reviews. I shot me by myself and me with Bella. And for whatever reason, the one with Bella just didn't work. And I knew it didn't work. So I just went with the one I shot with me. And Sean DM'd me. He goes, I was missing your little sidekick there. And I was like,
Funny. Yeah, one of the things I'm very close when I'm doing my reviews. And one of the reasons why I do that is because I've got a few pet peeves. I want to put the product in the beard. I want you guys to see me put the product in the beard so you can see what it does to my beard, like before and after. You can see if it's got high shine or, no hold or whatnot. We talked about earlier my pet peeves on intros and all that. Another one of my pet peeves, and again, I'm sorry if you guys have ever done it, but seeing guys put a full thing of beard oil in, they go like this and then rub it all over their arms. I'm sitting there losing it, like, it's beard oil. It's not arm oil.
I admit I have done that because I already have like stuff in my beard, and it would and I guess I could go take a shower afterwards, but sometimes the scent would really clash or whatever.
I'm like,
or my beard's looking really on point at that time. I was like,
what's even more heartbreaking that drives me crazy? When someone puts a massive amount of oil or even a few drops and it goes like this and it rubs it on a towel.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that drives me crazy.
Yeah, throw it in the beard, man. We gotta
Put it on skin, put it on your face, put it on your balls. Who cares? Just don't put it on a towel.
Yeah. Put it on your head, your arm.
That shit drives me crazy, man. I had to unsub for someone that did that. I'm not gonna say the name, but he kept on putting on this towel over again. I was like, unsub. Sorry, dude. That's liquid gold. Liquid gold.
Video though.
But I think more recently, I've been putting it in my beard.
Because I want to see. I want to see it, what it looks like. I want to see the application. You learn stuff too, like different guys doing different things. You pick up tips.
Yeah.
Never stop learning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, like watching you guys at the beginning, and I watched definitely you, Scuba, and Dan Moe. You were up close. Scuba, of course, doing whatever the heck he wanted to, and he was burping. And the DNC had kind of structure, right? You know, the boom, boom, boom. But it's good to sit there and say, okay, and see which ones you favor and kind of pick and choose, and then put your own kind of spin on it. And then you look at like Jester, who's doing his way, and Angel, who has now started a blog series. And it's just kind of fun to watch how I come at Matt. I come at being a teacher. I come a lot at like the how of how it's doing. Like, I don't care what Angel's vlogs are about, to be honest with you, but I very much care about how he produces them, like how he makes the cuts and the camera cuts and stuff like that. And it's fun to watch everyone's process. That's the word I was trying to spit out, to watch all the processes and how everyone at it, because it's really, really cool. We're all doing the same thing, but at the same time, we're not really all doing the same thing.
Yeah. Everyone's got their own kind of style. It's funny. I remember watching Dan's first video. Like, Dan used to comment. I noticed he commented a lot on other people's videos here and there, and he commented on mine. And he sent me his first video, like his first actual review he did. And I watched it, and I was like, are you kidding me? This dude's going to outnumber all of us here pretty soon, just because it was so good. It was so the structure was built in, whereas I'm doing this all on the fly. I might tell you the price first, I might tell you last. I do whatever I want, but he had the structure, and I thought that was so cool. That was one of the first. He was one of the first people I saw actually had structure built in. Kind of his cadence, and I think that's worked really well.
That's that teacher in him,
Yeah, he's got the syllabus probably.
Right.
My mind doesn't work that way. I'm a teacher too, but my mind doesn't work with structure well. I like being all over the place.
Yeah, I do too. I'm like, price, the scent, the ingredients, and then I'll get to the very end. I'm like, crap, I forgot to mention this. So I'll like throw some random fact out at you.
I'll hate it when I go through all
YouTube comments. Hey guys.
I'll hate when I go through a whole, like, I'll film the whole thing, put all my equipment away, really just put the living room back together. And then I'm going through and editing going, oh crap, I missed a whole section. I can't remember what.
Dude, I hate when that happens.
Yeah. I hate when that happens. It was like the whole beard balm section. And I was already starting to, like, it was like finished. And I was going through watching it and going, wait a second, I didn't even talk about their beard balm at all. Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, I did my whole video, the main man video. I got done taping it. I'm looking at it. It's like 13-minute video, which is long for me. And I noticed I'm off center the entire time. So you're like seeing me like this, doing the review. And I'm like, that's so unprofessional looking. Like, I should be better than this by now. But then at the end of the day, who cares? I gave you the info. Who cares if I'm over,
Right.
Yeah, that's like I did the
You're a guy in sales, and this is a hobby.
Yeah.
Interest, This is not how you're living.
Yeah, there's a segment in my review I did yesterday, and I've started, for whatever reason, being up a little close to the camera the last couple of reviews, and I don't know what happened, but like half my face was gone. It was like, for just part of it, for like, it was like just like this for like 2 or 3 minutes, me talking about the butter or the balm or something. I'm like, I'm talking about the butter, and I'm fucking with my beard, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it the way it is. I ain't gonna reshoot it. But yeah, I was watching it going, oh shit, half my face is gone.
Yeah.
The good half.
We're closing in on 10:30, and I know Matt's got to get up early, and I think some of you guys that are teachers do as well. So I think it's a good time to wrap. Matt, man, it's been a blast. The time has flown.
Yeah.
I looked. How in the hell have we been doing this for 90 minutes?
Yeah, I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
I would love to come back anytime. This has been awesome.
Oh, we'd love to have you back too.
It's
Yeah,
awesome.
thanks for being here.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
thank you.
thank you for
Real
joining
quick.
us.
Real quick, round the horn. I like to do this at the very end. We'll start with Matt. Matt, anything you're gonna drop in the next week?
Man, I've got so many ideas. It's funny. I drive home from work. I'm like, I gotta do a video on this. I'm gonna do my top 5 co-washes. I'm gonna do top 5 regular washes. I'll probably do a top 5 scents here pretty soon, the next 2 or 3 weeks. I've got some more Live Bearded reviews to do. Ruddy Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got a
more,
full plate.
Right?
Yeah. Trying to
Sounds
think.
like
More
awesome.
Bearded, a bunch of
Looking
I've got
forward to
so
that.
much stuff to do.
So keep tuning in to No BS like you have been. And if you haven't been for some weird reason, please do. He's a great guy and a great reviewer. Dan, you're next to the right of Matt. What do you got coming the next week?
I got one of those heat brushes. I got it off of the AliExpress or whatever. It looks exactly like that $100 one from that other company. You know,
Yes.
the black and white one, the cordless one that caused controversy. I got it for $20 off of AliExpress, and so I got it a few days ago. Been test driving it, so I'll have that soon. And then I'm gonna trim my beard up a little bit, clean it up. So I might do a beard trim video, like
Nice.
as long as it goes well.
Those are so nerve-wracking to film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen people on Instagram go awry with those. Dude, what do you got going?
I got a video dropping, I think Friday. If I finish editing it, I haven't even started it. My computer's been crashing for like the last few days, so I'm like, But other than that, got 2 reviews I'm trying to knock out this weekend.
Nice.
That's about it right now.
Was the first video you mentioned a vlog, Angel?
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Okay. Hob, you got anything in the works coming up?
I got a couple behind the beards coming up, and then something else that's coming up for the behind series. So you guys stay tuned. I gotta drop another thing for Scott's video because I know we talked for a little bit. So I gotta do part 2 for behind the beards with Scott.
Oh, nice.
I got a whole bunch of stuff. So I gotta make a video for Sed. I gotta make a small video for Han Yonkers and a couple other videos there too. So I gotta be busy this next week. And good thing it's a holiday, so I'll be busy the 4th.
So I just want to say real quick before I go to Jester, Hob started Beyond the Beard and then, Behind the Beard. And then he had a work schedule issue that made him not produce as much content as I think he wanted. Hob has recently has gotten a promotion, right, Hob?
Yeah. And my boss saw my video, so
Yeah. So,
that kind of actually helped me get that job.
Yeah. But he's going to be producing again. Be checking Hob out. He does great stuff. He's not a reviewer, but he does hype videos and he does that great interview series Behind the Beard, which I absolutely love. And I love before we were even doing roundtable. Jester, what do you got coming?
It's interesting. I'm working on a video as we speak. I'm working on a few videos. It's gonna be involved this and this, and you're gonna see why.
A hammer and a screw.
You're gonna see why.
Jester?
I'm gonna implement some of my comedy in that. It's gonna be almost like a how-to tip hack type video. I got a couple of top 5 beard oils I'm gonna be doing, and I'm gonna be working on this beautiful name brand beard product. And I'm brainstorming on how to do a awesome video for this company because he sent me and Joe a huge, gigantic care package, man.
Yeah.
And he definitely deserves a Jester style review for that.
And his stuff is all based on like the Wild West, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that could be fun. That could be fun.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wear like chapless chaps or some shit.
Assless chaps.
Assless chaps, that shit.
It's funny.
Don't get too excited.
Yeah.
And Jester, please tell me the hammer and nail aren't for a late life circumcision because I don't think YouTube nor anyone else wants that.
How to make a baby.
I'll send you that privately. I'll slide in your DMs.
Oh.
Don't you slide and circumcision in the same sentence, please. All right? I don't want to. I've got a review for Greedy coming up, hopefully within the next week. I want to drop it this Friday. It'll go a little later, I think, though, with Bella. That's the problem, is filming during summer, and I'm hoping to drop United Beards of America on July 1st, where my state will be Indiana, and my co-host will be Han Yocker Beard.
Oh, nice.
All right, guys, that's it. Thank you again, Matt. We're going to call this a wrap. Thank you, audience, guys out in the chat. We appreciate you, and we'll be back next week.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Matt,
it.
for joining
Thank you,
us.
guys.
Appreciate it. Thanks for
Take it
everybody
easy, Matt.
See you guys.
Thanks everybody for showing
Yeah,
up.
thanks again, Matt.
Till next week.
Thank you.